On a sadder note of sorts, we had to put our dog down recently, and it's a tough thing to do. You know, nothing was wrong with her. I'm just really busy right now, and she was very sick. That was a joke. All right, that was a joke, and she would have loved that joke. So don't you worry about it. That's the type of humor she had. She was a rescue. It's not your labradoodle humor, all right? It's a little darker. She was a wonderful dog. We loved her, and her name was Annie. And the reason we got her was my sister worked at a vet, and people do put dogs down for no reason. So if someone brought a dog in that was fine, they just didn't want it. My sister couldn't do it, so she would walk the dog back and then just steal the dog. I don't know the laws on all that, but I'm sure now people are finding out that their dog's still alive right now. So we got Annie. Annie was getting put down. She was a hunting dog, and she was terrible at it. And she was bred to be a hunting dog, and she was just like a misfit toy that just didn't do it. She got shot once, and that's because the guy, he would be doing target practice, and then she'd just walk in front of the targets, and he would hit her, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "What are you doing?" She had no awareness about her, the senses that dogs have. We had turkeys in our backyard once, and I let her out to go chase these turkeys, retired hunting dog, figured that's fun. And we have a very normal backyard. It's not Yellowstone Park. You can see all of it at all times. I push her out, and she just pees and then comes back in the house. Never sees the turkeys. And I'm just looking at her you didn't feel anything? Nothing was going. I sensed it as a human on the couch. I felt there was turkeys outside. You want to take just one lap around, see if... The guy used her a lot for duck hunting. So he would shoot a duck. She's supposed to run and go get it and then bring it back. So what I like to picture is he shoots the duck, she runs out, comes back, no duck. And she's like, "I don't even know what we're doing." All right, I did not, a million things flew in the air when you shot that gun. And I'm supposed to know which one you hit. And the guy's just looking at her, and then she's like, "You're not even the guy that I came out here with. Do you see, is there another guy out here by any chance?" Our daughter would put birthday cone hats on her, and one slipped over her eye, and it was like that for 6 hours. I was just trying to see how long, how's it accidentally not coming off? And she was just going about her day, just eating, drinking, I can't see all that eye no more, all right? That's the cards I was dealt, and that's okay. And then I pulled it off of her, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a doctor." And I'm like, "I am a doctor." Just two dumb animals talking to each other. So she had skin cancer, and she would get all these spots on her. So we kept getting them removed, but it was really starting to take a toll on her, and she was older. So we knew the day was close. And our daughter, she's 6 now, but she was 5 at the time. This was her first pet. She was best friends with this dog. And it was the first thing that was going to die in her lifetime. So it's a lot of stuff to have to explain to a kid, And so I was talking to my wife about, how are we going to tell her? And at first I was like, let's just act like we didn't have a dog. 5-year-olds are smart, but if we stick together on this, and she comes home from school and is like, "Where's the dog?" And we're like, "What dog?" I've never seen a dog. Don't you think I would know if there was a dog? But I read an article about the long-term damage of that. It's pretty good. So I was just honest with her. And I set her down. I said, "Look, Annie's very sick, and she's older, and she's going to die soon. This happens, so just love her as much as you can right now." And she took it as good as a 5-year-old can take it. So the next day, I kind of told her again, you got to tell kids over and over again. I kind of kept telling her. I didn't want this to be a surprise. And then Annie surprised us by living 6 months longer. I mean, we were way off on when we thought she was going to die. But I already started telling my daughter I didn't want to stop and then have to start it again. So I just kept it up for 6 months. Every day I was like, she'll die. All right, she will die. She will die, I will die, your mom's dead. Finally the day was here, and our daughter was at school. And so my sister and my wife, they took Annie to go have to put her to sleep. And I went to go pick up our daughter to tell her. I've already been telling her. And so I picked her up, I told her. It was brutal, very sad. She took it as if this was the first she's heard about it. We get home, and my wife was like, how was it? Which is already a dumb, like, it was great. You know, I loved it. Can't wait for the next thing to die. Nice to say I told you so, you know. I told my wife it was terrible, you know. And then my wife goes, you didn't tell her that I did it, did you? And I was like, no, why would I say that? Like, I didn't even think about it, you know. Then I looked at her like, is that what you would have said, though? Would you have told her that I did it? I don't know what it is. I'm a pretty dumb guy. Pretty dumb. It's fine, though. I don't know. Here's my proof. If you need, you don't need it. No, I don't think you need proof, but if you need it. My first job when I was 15, I worked in Nashville. Nashville used to have a theme park called Opryland Theme Park. So I worked there, and one day I was eating lunch, and this couple sits down, and we meet each other, and I was like, hey, my name's Nate. And they were like, the guy goes, my name's John, this is my wife Jane, and her last name is Doe. He was like, we're John and Jane Doe. And I was like, blown away. I was like, are you serious, dude? I was like, can you even do that? And he's like, we're doing it, you know? I don't know, like, blown away, couldn't believe it. Cut to when I was 35, I was driving, and I just started randomly thinking about meeting John and Jane Doe. And I was like, you know what? I bet they were lying to me about that. That's how long it took, 20 years for me to catch on. Yeah, I bet they were lying to you about that. I looked them up, I Googled them. I tried, and yeah, turns out they were murdered. That's what I found out. And, you know, that's what you get for lying to kids. That's what happens. They still don't know who did it. I've traveled a bunch. I've been to a bunch of different countries. Canada, if this counts as something, you know, right now. Another country. That's fun. I'm the worst, too. I don't know where countries are at. I learned about Tennessee, and then I learned about the states that touched us in case they attacked. And that was it. And we were like, that's more than enough. I've been to Honduras. I've been there. I have a pretty big fan base there. And it goes, guys, let me tell you something. This show was in Honduras. You wouldn't have even got in. So, yeah, just be happy that we're not there. Or there, no. I don't know. It was a USO tour, and we go, and I went to the airport. I told the guy, I was like, I'm going to Honduras. And the guy was like, what city? And I was like, I thought that was the city. So just wherever you think I would be going, you know, just a guy that looks like me, wherever you think he would go. And we land, a guy picks us up, he's driving us to the Army base, and on the way there, he was like, look, there's a couple things you have to keep an eye out for. Like when you go to bed at night, you gotta check your bed for spiders, like spiders hide in your bed. He's basically just like, you're not gonna sleep. Hope that's cool. And then he was like, there's a lot of snakes too, a lot of venomous snakes, so keep an eye out for snakes, but if you do get bit by a snake, the best thing to do is just go ahead and just catch the snake and then bring it with you to the doctor. And you'll be like, this is a snake that bit me. And I was just like, well, I'm probably not gonna do that part of it, you know? I was like, you may catch a snake, dude? I never caught a snake in my life. You know me get bit, then I gotta get it together and catch a snake for the first time? It's not gonna go good. He's gonna keep biting me. That's all that's gonna happen. And he was like, it doesn't matter, you've already been bit. I was like, I don't know if you know what a snake is, because it completely matters. There's a huge difference between one bite and probably 30 bites, which is what we will be at if I try to catch this snake. Who told you to tell me this? The snake? Is that what he said, dude? Whose side are you on? You know? I'm trying to get, like, I've not eaten good since I've been here. But it's not here. I also don't eat good at home. It's just like it's just into, like, I like all chain stuff. I, like, walked around today. I just wanted to find, like, you have a Dairy Queen, and I was just like, that's great. Like, I just wanted something, you know, that's doing real good in America as well. Like, that's all. I just like, those are the places where I'm like, oh, yeah, that's going to be, like, regular stuff. It's not good, though. I go to McDonald's a lot. I take buddies. I got a buddy of mine that's a comedian. His name's Louis J. Gomez. And me and Louis went to McDonald's to go eat once. I'm a big fan. And every time I take someone to McDonald's, too, they're always like, oh, I haven't been here in forever. It's like, don't act like I'm the one keeping them afloat, all right? You know, like, people go in here. So me and Louis, we go in, we ordered our food, we take our food, we sit down at our table. And then Louis went to the bathroom. He left me alone with his food. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to play a prank on him. So I grabbed his hamburger, I unwrapped it, I took a bite out of it, and then I wrapped it back up, put it back down on his tray. So that's my big prank, right? When he comes back from the bathroom, I'll be like, dude, did they eat your burger before they gave it to you? That's crazy that they're doing that, right? Is that crazy? It's a dumb prank. It's harmless. It should never leave the table. All that should happen is Louis should come back, he should open his burger. His first reaction should be to look at his best friend who's sitting with him, who also, by the way, dabbles in comedy, and just be like, hey, I just wanted to run this by you before I unexpectedly go freak out on this entire McDonald's. That's what I thought would go down. Just a little, hey, did you touch my food the only time I was out of my sight? I just wanted to know before I try to fight a group of people that are going to be pretty confused on why they're fighting. But instead, I got to learn I'm friends with a lunatic and a guy comfortable fighting McDonald's employees because he opened his burger and could not have ignored me quicker. Like, he looked at him so fast, almost like he expected them to do it, like it's happened before. And he's like, again with this. I will fight all of you till I find out who ate my burger. And he gets up and starts walking towards them. I can't believe this is working. Like, we have gotten so much farther than I'm prepared to get. So I just grabbed him. I go, dude, I ate your burger. I ate it. Like, why would you not look at me once to see if I did this? And he sits down, and it's weird. Like, everybody's looking at us. It takes 10 minutes for people to quit filming us with their phones. And it just hits me. I just start thinking, I was like, you're out of your mind, man. I was like, you're gonna get killed one day. Like, let's pretend I'm not here. Let's pretend that someone did eat your burger that worked at this McDonald's. You were gonna go blindly fight that guy. Not even try to size him up, see what he looks like. Do you really think you could beat up a guy that is apparently pretty confident in himself? That he's making burgers, he's then eating them, and then he's wrapping them up and just sending them out to whoever. You don't think that guy's probably the greatest fighter of all time? I think you're gonna walk to that McDonald's counter and be like, who ate my burger? And all the McDonald's employees are gonna part ways. They know exactly who you're talking about. In the very back, you see a guy cracking his neck. He's got his fist in the fryer, doesn't even know it, just warming his hand up. All right, thank you guys so much. You guys were great. Men are not good at marriage. We're just not prepared for marriage. Women, you are very prepared. Like, look at all the toys you played with. Like, when you're a kid, when you're a baby and you're born, they give you a baby doll. So they give you a baby when you're a baby. They're like, look, I would probably start figuring this out. This is where it's going. And then they give you Barbie and Ken, so you have to deal with all that drama that they have. Then women would play house. They would just play house. They would fake vacuum. When I see my wife vacuum now, I'm like, she is living her childhood dream. She has made it. Hey, I can't compete. Because as a guy, we didn't have any of that. We played Fort. We had to keep everybody out of where we are. And the only toys we had were Transformers and Ninja Turtles. Those are not even real things. None of them had wives. They weren't married. I never played with my Ninja Turtles, and I had them going to fight Shredder. And then Michelangelo was like, hey, can y'all give me 2 seconds? I don't know, my wife just showed up. I don't know how she found us, but she looks furious about something. I don't know, dude. I don't know. And then she comes over and she's like, what are y'all doing? Who's this April chick? It's like, listen, she's a reporter. How about you not read into stuff, all right? How about you not check my Facebook? Is that possible? I got in trouble because for my wife's birthday, I bought her an oven for her birthday. Yeah. Listen, here's why. Because like the vacuum, her other favorite toy as a kid was the Easy Bake Oven. So I was like, all right, I'll get her a legitimate big girl oven. An adult oven, like that's not impressive. If she bought me a truck and it turned into a live robot, I would freak out and be like, this is the greatest gift I have ever had in my life. This is the best. I still play with the kid stuff. I play a lot of video games, and the thing with the video games, they're a lot different than when I played when I was younger. Because like I played Madden football, and when you used to play Madden as a kid, you would just pick your favorite team. That was it. There wasn't that much to it. But now when you play, they have you running the whole stadium when you play. So before you start, they're like, all right, how much do you want to charge for hamburgers? And you're like, I don't even know how much a fake hamburger would go for. I didn't know we were getting this serious about the game. I didn't go to college. That's why I'm playing your game. And they give the players emotions. The players will argue with you. I'll use the Titans. I'll use Vince Young. And they're like, hey, Vince is not happy with his contract. Like, all right, well, tell Vincent that he is not real. And I will reset this and start over if he does not clean up his attitude. I don't need him yelling at me. My wife is furious I'm playing this game. I don't need him bitching at me, too. That's why I play this.